So about 3 weeks ago, I got on social media and I started asking men to buy me breakfast. And let me tell you something. This vetting process is golden. Like the way it has changed the dynamic of my DMs is amazing. Because before that, I had dozens of men coming into my DMs, just wasting my time. I mean, salutationing me to death. Good morning, beautiful. Grand rising queen. What you doing? Where you at? Bop, 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 bop. Then when I made the requirement, him sending me breakfast, it changed the dynamic. It changed the nature of the conversation. And honestly, a lot of men don't even make it past the third or fourth day. Just like when I was in Atlanta and I was dating, men wouldn't even make it past the first or second date with me. I wouldn't even go on a third one with them because I realized that a lot of men reach out to me because of how I look, right? And that makes sense, right? Because all you got in the beginning is how I look. But then when you start factoring in what I need as a woman, what you need as a man, do we actually mesh well? Start changing your mind. Start being like, got buyer's remorse. But just how I say women have intuition, human instinct, discernment, men have it as well. And if men would listen to their initial gut feeling instead of being predators, instead of wanting to see if they could conquer a woman, they'll listen to their gut from the beginning where they're being told that I'm not the woman for them. But instead, we got to go through this process of them buying me breakfast. Then the next day come and I'll be like, you sending breakfast money again? And then the next day come and I'm like, you sending breakfast money again? Because see, my thing is being a husband and being head of household, you got to be stable, not just financially, but mentally, emotionally. You got to be ready for something like that. You got to be spiritually in tune. And a lot of men that hit me up ain't even prepared for a wife or a girlfriend, at least. I'm looking for a husband. I have a 6-year-old. I was intending on marrying his father. We were engaged and living together. And I haven't been with a man in 7 years, trying to pray my way out of the pain and the hurt. So I worked on myself, made sure all of the residue was gone so I wouldn't take it out on another man. So I'm not just going to settle for some man who sent me $25 for breakfast. And I've noticed that's what is happening. It's almost like an ego thing where men are really just like sending me money just to see can they conquer me. Some men hit me up and try to talk me out of breakfast. And I'd be like, you missing the point of the exercise, bruh. I had to write a whole blog about it to get people to understand. It ain't even about the money. I make my own money. The point is, I don't want to be out here on my own by myself. And I need someone that can pour into my cup. Because my past was filled with me pouring into my man's and that energy not being reciprocated. So I'm out here genuinely looking for a husband. And the first step, the icebreaker, is him sending me breakfast money. And I'm dead ass serious. Send that breakfast money, honey. I tell men to send me how much money they want to send me, right? It could be $5, $10, $20, $25, $50, whatever. But then they turn around and they ask me what my minimum is, and I'd be like, $100. And they'd be like, what? And I'd be like, yeah, I live in California. If I go get breakfast, it's going to be at least $40. If I get it delivered to me, it's going to be either $50 or $60. Don't come in my inbox playing around. You want a cheap chick? Better go down and freak, Nick. I'm playing. I don't live like this big ass luxury lifestyle. That's not what I'm promoting here. I'm promoting a stable life. I live a minimalistic life, and a minimalistic life in California is still expensive to people who don't live here. Just factor that in before you hit me up trying to holler.